You either love them or you ain't them. Oh, you're against them. They're one of those sort of bands. Do we want to like talk about anything apart from
absolutely not?
Fuck? Yeah, good. Thank God.
Okay, right. Let's get this fucking show
We'll be out of it by 8.
Come on, let's go.
15-minute long one. Let's go, baby.
I'm recording already.
Yeah, I felt like you would be.
Oh, no, yeah. I felt like my disdain came through.
Well, you told me to just start recording.
Yeah, and I meant it. I meant every word I ever say ever. All
right, let's crack then. Hello.
Here's a good one. I'm just going to pick, like, just whatever I've written down, really. There are far worse things awaiting man than death. Like the Sunday movie marathon.
So true.
Happy Sunday. On a Monday, on a Tuesday.
It is definitely Tuesday. I was actually thinking that for a second. I thought, oh, fucking hell, what day is it?
It's one of them.
Yeah, days are still blurring into one at the moment, which I thought would have stopped.
Because you're on like the second day of a new job. You're going, oh, it's the second day. It's 2. I've done 2 days. It must be Tuesday, right?
Oh, yeah, maybe. But I won't go in tomorrow and be like,
your brain there a bit.
3 day.
3 day, yeah.
3 day.
How friends gag, whatever the fuck he says. I don't know. Monday, 1 day. Tuesday, 2 day.
Oh, God.
3 day. Oh, when, what day? Thursday, the
so
third
true.
day.
Who day, what day? 100%.
Oh, great show. Really good show. Just really good. And rewatchable. How have we been, apart from new jobs and all that? We all got new jobs.
No
right?
problem.
Sure.
Why not? Yeah, go on. Sure.
Yeah, we could all. Yeah.
I had a week off from work last week, which was nice, but
now you're back at
didn't achieve anything.
No? Okay.
No, we had such great plans.
Rest and relaxation.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe.
Yeah. There was actually a lot of
I wrote
doing
4
nothing.
pages of a script.
Fucking hell.
Something.
That's a lot. I suppose. It's a lot for me.
Yeah.
Is it good?
I don't know. I've not read it back yet.
Too scared.
Yeah.
I only read bits and pieces of it when I went in there to like annoy him, and it would just be like, "I love Christopher Eccleston." And I'm like, "Cool."
I mean, that is true. I tried to use like ChatGPT for some of it, but it just came out really like weird.
ChatGPT is one of those.
It's not the best.
I was like, I put in write me an intro just because I was struggling to know where to start, and it like came up with like gather your sonic screwdrivers, Hoovians, or something cringy like that.
Yeah,
like watch mode.
That would have worked though. That definitely would have worked.
Like a script for a review, a Who review.
Yeah,
for someone who has never watched Doctor Who.
It's you've never watched it, and now you're making a video on it. So congratulations. I don't.
That's what that would be like.
I don't tend to like using ChatGPT. I'll do it at work because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
if I'm doing it for something I actually care about.
Yeah, I was just kind of using it just to give me like ideas or like just bouncing off points and stuff.
You think it would be like it gives you like just the worst idea? You're like, that sucks. I can do better than that, and then
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, see, exactly.
Because
I've not did his job in this sense.
Yeah, well, I've not like written a video in like a long time, so I've like struggling with just sitting down and starting it. And that kind of, that really shit prompt they gave me kind of motivated me. And then when I like actually got started, then I got really into it.
Yeah, nice. Cool. Good times had by all then.
Sounds that way.
Watching Doctor Who.
Or not. Watching it in the morning is like nightmare fuel for me.
Not supposed to be watched in the morning.
Yeah, Chris watches it before he goes to work. And because I now have to get out for work, it's horrendous. I hate it.
I'll either watch that or Cheers, depending how much time I've got before I need to leave.
Yeah.
Cheers, I kind of just blur out of my mind a little bit because the theme song gets stuck in my head and then that'll be it. Like I forget that the show's even on.
It has to be like one of those don't care about it shows for me to watch it in the morning. Be like a Simpsons or something.
Oh, what? Just a bit of background fodder, basically.
For me, to be fair.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cheers.
Yeah, Cheers is fine. But yeah, it is one of those shows, yeah.
Started watching Daredevil again. That's awesome.
Oh, cool.
I watched the second episode today. And I'm like, fucking Jesus Christ, this is so good. Got one of like the best fight scenes in like anything.
Is that like the hallway one? That's great.
People, I know people have come for me. I said that.
Oh, I've only seen
have you never
bits of
watched
it.
like a fucking, one of those other ones? in like Asia. I'm like, yeah, I've watched Asian cinema. Get on my
No,
back.
I think it's pretty widely considered like one of the great
It's so fucking
scenes.
good. It's
Reminds
so
me a
cool.
lot of that really great bit in Old Boy.
Yeah.
That great one shot.
It's better than Old Boy.
Damn.
I mean, I guess.
Damn. That's truly something.
That's my controversial
That's
opinion.
Yeah, that is truly something to say.
I've watched that loads of times. I've watched the Daredevil Cutman fight scene a million times. I just watched that on YouTube. I don't ever watch the Old Boy fight scene. I don't give a fuck about that. That's
Yeah,
such
fair
dong
enough.
comparison. I'm sure it's good. I got to watch that again at some point. We'll
Yeah,
see.
it's like a really like
I
rough
respect
and
it.
messy fight, but that's like why it's so good because it feels so real.
I like
Whereas
it.
the Daredevil one's a bit more choreographed. It's like good in a different way.
Yeah. Just love how much he gets hit.
Mm.
He keeps going down. It's so good.
Yeah.
And he's got like that whole episode is just like, oh, here's why he's got like a bunch of broken ribs and like he's been like stabbed and cut up. And then he's like, now I gotta go fight like 20 people in a hallway.
Yeah, it's insane. Such a good show.
It's so good. I'm watching that again, I would say in preparation for Daredevil Born Again, which I will watch, but I just really wanted to watch that show again. I just had like some sort of craving out of nowhere. I'm like, damn, it is good.
Yeah,
Fair
I'll be
enough, yeah.
intrigued to see how much they follow on from it, whether it is literally just a straight follow up or whether they're going to do something a bit different.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want them to do something different
Mm.
because that third season, I know you've not watched it, but it's quite definitive, quite an ending.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if we'll see what they do with it. I know they got all the actors back. They got all the like Charlie Cox and
Yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio playing.
And I think
Kingpin.
Marvel have now officially said that all those shows are completely canon in the MCU. So
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
it
they
is.
seemed like it at the time.
Mm.
They're sort of referencing like the Avengers movie. Yeah, excited for Daredevil Born once more.
Born once more.
Born once more and never
Hallelujah.
again. Yeah.
Good for them.
Good for them. Keep making them. Keep making more. Marvel for 50 more years, for 150 more years. Cool. We're not talking about that. We're talking about some Dracula movies. Universal Dracula from 1930s to the 40s. You got Dracula, the old classic. Dracula's daughter and son of Dracula.
Okay.
Yep.
Indeed.
Three of those. Let's go. Let's just go.
okay. So the first one is Dracula from 1931, directed by Todd Browning. Quite a famous movie. It was like the first like Universal Pictures like horror movie that was in sound. Also kind of like made horror movies a bit more mainstream and kind of opened up other like big studios to like put loads of money into it. Obviously it's based on the famous Bram Stoker novel about Count Dracula who goes to London to prey on the young women.
Yeah. Just sort of go to town.
Yeah. Just do vampire shit.
Just do what you
Just
do when
do
you're in London.
vampire
This
shit.
happens all the time in London. That's why this like such a good story. It's such a good book because it could happen at any time, and it's all London never changes. This could happen now. You would just be at the club.
Yeah.
You would just be at the club instead of in like different women's bedrooms. It's pretty good. It's got the old classic Bela Lugosi in it. One of the great ones to do this guy Dracula.
Yeah, he
I
kind
think
of like defines the vampire like look and voice. Like
Yeah.
I don't think anyone had done it like that before.
No, he does it well. I think. I think I had heard his name before as well. So it's like one of those. You know, I grow up and I'm like, my mum's like, you never heard of Bela Lugosi? I'm like,
I've heard of him,
I
but
know Bella from Twilight. I don't know like what. But yeah, I think he does a good job. I think like, but I don't expect like loads from a movie from 1931. Just sort of amazed if they can point the camera in the right direction at that sort of time. But he does. I think like the acting was particularly striking in this. I thought everybody's doing quite a good job. Bela Lugosi, whoever the fuck plays Renfield, just like cracked out of his mind.
Fry?
Dwight,
Was that his name?
Dwight.
Yeah,
Dwight is a
Dwight Fry,
G,
really,
yeah.
really fantastic performance.
I was literally just looking up like who he is
Yeah,
and like how he
channeling
died
a
and
sort
that.
of just a fucking mad one, channeling a sort of Smeagol character.
Just insanity, innit?
Pure madness in the eyes and all that.
Done
and,
so well.
all the voice going.
creepy.
And how like what I found was quite interesting was just like how like the mannerisms and the how they would like hold themselves. A lot of people doing quite well with like body work and like communicating a lot in like body language as much as they are in like the line delivery and all that. As much as like I don't really care about the story all that much. I don't think like it's it's a classic story, but I remember reading Bram Stoker's Dracula in English class and I'm like, it's just so boring.
Oh, really?
Maybe I would think differently about it now. I don't know.
Yeah,
I was like 13.
I actually just happened to already be reading the book when this came up on the wheel. I'm still quite early on, but I'm really, really enjoying the book so far.
All right. Maybe it is good. Well, I'm sure. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
You always come out with these things. You're like, yeah, actually, I was sort of reading A Christmas Carol, sort of reading Charles Dark.
No, it actually was though.
Yeah. You come up with all these things as well. You're like, yeah, actually, they're sort of classics. And I mean, I know they're classics. I know they're good. But I read them all when I was like a child. I didn't care about them.
Yeah, I haven't read it.
Yeah, it's, I don't mind this movie. I think it's quite entertaining. Maybe because I wasn't like expecting much from it, so like any entertainment to get out of me. Have you seen Nosferatu?
No, I have not.
1922. That's probably better, I think.
Oh yeah.
For my own personal preferences, I know it's like a silent movie or whatever, but it's just like so much creepier and weirder.
I've only seen like snippets of it, and it does look pretty.
I guess what I get more from that is like the look of Dracula and like the fear from it, where it's just really weird and abstract and tense. Yeah, but it's like in this Dracula's just like a guy with a funny accent, and in Nosferatu he's like a fucking weird devil man.
What even is he? He's like some Frankenstein
a lot more than whatever's going on here. But I didn't hate it for that at all.
No, I had a good time. I just don't really have a strong opinion on it either way. I was just having a good time, like better than I thought. If that makes sense. Like you hear about a black and white movie from the 30s. How lame is it going to be? But it was fun. I had a good time. Yeah,
I actually quite love this movie.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah,
I've seen it a few times before, and I think it's just always have like such a good time watching it. I find it really like eerie and creepy throughout.
It is really creepy.
There's a lot of because at this point studios were still like unsure on using like music. Unless it was like diegetic, because they didn't think the audience would be able to like understand why music was being played. So a lot of the movie is just completely silent. There is no score or anything. So there's like multiple scenes where just the camera's like panning or just like still and there's no sound or anything. I think all of that stuff's like really creepy.
It works in this film though, because like you watch films now and there's almost like too much music. Like I'm almost like my life is not I'm not accompanied by music 24/7. Like I'm not in bed and I just like hear fucking music about like a score. Like it's really weird.
I do,
but it kind of works, because if you want creepy, then I don't know, start like fucking like stale room. Kind of makes sense. I get it. It's one of those things
they omitted like a different reason than why it actually works.
They probably
that's fine.
Whatever
still
works,
figuring it out back in the 30s, I suppose.
I mean,
really getting to grips with it all.
Something like really good. That was like completely unintentional about the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but again, works.
A lot, really enjoyed how like fucking disgusting like everything, or like the scenery was like really good. But then like when you go to like Dracula's place, it's like, dude, you live like this? It's like horrible.
So
or like that castle was like really great.
I
know you don't see like a lot of it. You see some of it from the outside, but I think all the must have been like painted scenery.
I think it was
used in like boards that they put up, but all that looked like really interesting. Sort of reminded me of like the Caligari a bit, how they like painted all those.
Yeah.
And it looks really good in black and white. And it's like something that kind of demands a black and white look to it.
Yeah, it probably needed it, I think.
Yeah, I think they did like a few early prints that were in like green or something.
Mm-hmm.
Green?
Which would be interesting.
Yeah, because you watch like Nosferatu and all the colours like fucked up and weird. I know it's in black and white, but they got to like repair a bunch of shots in there, so like a lot of it looks a bit tattered and worn out, but like some of it's like in sepia, some of it's in a bit faded green and all that, and that looks quite good.
Sepia, I enjoy.
Caligari did that bit as well.
Yeah. I enjoy all the black and white usage in this as well, because it's like these days I think you get an Oscar if you make a movie in black and white, but it just takes something you need like the eye for it.
Yeah, I
You
feel
can't
like
just make a movie in black and white.
Yeah, it
and
takes
have be
more
good.
effort, I think, to make a movie in black and white because there's like you subtract like an element of it that you then need to make up for in a different sort of way.
Yeah, there's like a certain vibe that I think this film is going for that I don't think would have worked as well if it was in colour.
Yeah, for sure. Also, like, yeah, especially if like everything's like painted and it's very like, I don't want to say novice, but you know, like of the time. I don't know. It makes it a bit more timeless if like you can't see the. You know the how it's been done. I can't even words
it definitely. Yeah, maybe it masks it a bit. But I find all that quite charming anyway.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, but I guess you go into a movie like that and think, yeah, I can get behind that. Like, do you know what I mean? It's one of those.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. And then I had to like light it as well. All the lighting is really good. There's like every time they show Dracula's face, it's got this strip of light across his eyes.
Should he just have
really
a torch, just like
maybe,
like just brimming on the face? Well, I don't know what else they'd be doing.
Either way, it looks really cool.
It does. It. I guess that's kind of like because that's the focal point, isn't it? Like everyone like looks into his eyes and they're all like, "Ooh, Dracula! Ooh, cool!"
And it's like well written as well, which is also not something I'm super looking for with a 30s movie, but I'm glad it's there anyway. It's just like well written and like the dialogue flows quite well and everybody seems like they're really into it.
They do, yeah.
I think it was like actually based off of a play adaptation of the book because
I could see that.
It was cheaper to do that than buy the rights for the book to adapt it from that.
Yeah.
I can see the play element to it because there's like very little, there's not that many scenes, but like everything is like all, you know, like you could see it as an act, like, you know, in that sort of sense.
I think also because obviously the play would have been like much more subdued and smaller than the book. They saved a lot of money doing that as well because the book's a lot more grand. There's a lot more sets and locations and like characters and stuff they would need. Whereas this is pretty basic. There's only a few places, only a few characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably couldn't go like over the top anyway if you're thinking about, because they're taking a risk, right? Being like, oh, this is the first like proper horror movie. Like we should see what we can get away with because, well, I mean, it's goofy where it needed to be goofy, but it's like the right levels of everything. I think without going too far because it's not even like a graphic movie or anything. It's just kind of
no, not really.
It's more tense than it is anything else.
Just a bit creepy and weird.
Yeah. That's what makes it even more creepy though. It's like it's just so like unsettling, especially when it's silent because you're like
you could totally see like him poisoning Renfield and like suddenly like turns insane and he becomes like his minion. That could be so stupid. It could have been done so dumb, but it actually really works very well and it's quite creepy. His performance is just like really weird and creepy.
Yeah, like he was
he's
just
like quite
an
hunched
guy,
over a bit and like he's always got this like weird like, creepy grin plastered across his face.
Oh my god, the way that his eyes are like, they're always in this one like just crazed stare and I can't even describe it, but like the second you Google this guy's name, like you just see it, like the eyes are just crazy.
And
but I love it.
Laugh.
Yeah, oh my god, he's insane. I love it.
What's his laugh? It was like a really weird
it was
one.
Like menacing, basically.
I'm gonna look it up.
It was terrifying.
It was really creepy. It sounded like really psychotic.
Yeah, but that's what was great about it.
It wasn't like a classic evil laugh.
Yeah.
It was like this man is genuinely insane laugh.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm
What was that?
No, it's 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 got like Spanish subtitles. Quite
Spanish
funny.
subtitles.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's fucking weird. I'm seeing like that shot where they like they opened the boat hatch and Renfield's just fucking stood there like laughing. Yeah.
Sounds like he's moaning.
That's fucking creepy.
Yeah,
That's really gross.
That shot is like ingrained into my mind.
Yeah.
Or it's like standing there. Oh, I can still see it. Yeah.
I think that was the point where I was like, okay, this is like a really good one, actually. They sort of know where they're going with this. And this performance, straight up batshit.
It's actually insane, but he was my favourite.
He was my favourite too, although I really like Bela Lugosi.
Yeah.
He does a very good job.
Bit of a shame that he was only in this one, but
Yeah, I love what Bela Lugosi is doing in terms of like just his like facial performances and stuff.
Yeah.
Like apparently, I read a fact that apparently he never blinks in the whole movie.
Oh my fucking god!
So he's
no
like
way.
constantly staring in like every single shot.
Could you imagine he's
And
got
it's
eye
so
drops just
creepy.
waiting up back? Christ.
As soon as I like read that, I like paid attention for the rest of the movie. It made me find him
Oh my
far
God,
more unnerving.
This is the thing. Like, it doesn't take a lot to build an atmosphere, right? Don't blink. Laugh like an absolute menace. Like, you don't need to do all this flashy stuff. Like, you got it all
No, it's
there.
subtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Subtle and creepy.
And it works because it's really, I don't know, it makes you almost want to like crawl out your own body.
There's that other character, I forget who it was, just saw there, who's like every time
What, the guy
you
who's
saw him,
leaning?
the guy who leaned. The guy who just had his fist clenched by his
and always
sides,
leaning.
and he just like leaned ever so slightly.
It's like he was defying gravity all the time. It was amazing.
It reminded me of remember that story that came out about Donald Trump wearing those platform shoes, and he he stood at like a slight lean, that slight tilt. It reminded me of that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's funny.
Quite amazing, yeah.
The ending pissed me off a bit.
Oh, what? Because you had to rewind it?
It was it was because I had to rewind it, but also because nothing happened.
To be fair, it did just sort of
Yeah,
end,
it does
and
have
I was very
ending.
confused because it just kind of ended, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that's just like they didn't back in the day. They didn't give a fuck about how they ended the movie.
No.
They were just like,
It's like
this is the
Dracula
end."
just gave up. Like
He
he's
saw
being
them coming.
chased and he goes to bed.
He did. That's literally what he did. He was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go rest in the crypt now. See you later." And this guy's like, "Get me a stone to go through the heart," and then he just stabs him in the heart.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't even fight for it. He's just like, "Yeah, cool."
He gets stoned in the heart with
a piece of wood. Yeah.
Wood stone.
And like, it was just really bizarre because then
you
Max
didn't
was
even,
like,
like-
"Oh, what do you
didn't
mean
even
it's
see it.
ended?" And I was
Yeah.
like,
Did it off screen.
"Yeah," because all you can hear is Dracula going, "Ooh," and then, and then he just
And
dies.
I thought that was the woman.
She
But
was
going
moaning
like,
elsewhere though, yeah, because she was
fucking
awesome.
hell.
Yeah,
What a day, you know.
yeah.
You get sort of abducted, and then a man falls
That's
down the
it.
stairs, and then the guy goes to sleep.
That was it. Yeah,
In the
literally.
coffin.
Yeah.
They're like it's done. Thank God, he's dead forever.
Mm.
What, is he? I didn't know that.
Well, yeah. I guess he was.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that's the only thing though. When you talk about the end, it's kind of like, yep, that's what happened.
That's what happened. Was it Van Helsing who killed him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I thought so. I could never differentiate between who the fuck was who. Like yeah, that's the guy who leans. That's Renfield, and that's like a guy Van Helsing apparently. Okay,
Sounds amazing.
yeah. I probably would have wanted more on that front. I don't know. It's the 30s. You could do whatever the fuck you wanted. Just go the extra mile and stab the guy.
Yeah, you could do whatever
Show
the
it.
hell you
You
want.
showed a guy falling down a flight of stairs. That happened.
Yeah.
That was incredible. Just no regard for safety whatsoever. Just push a man down the stairs. That looked like it hurt.
Yeah, it did look quite bad.
Oh, what? The Renfield guy who got
Yeah.
like
They
obliterated by the
pushed Renfield
stairs.
down,
Yeah.
You're going to do something like vampiric to him?
Yeah.
Nah, shove him down the stairs. It works just as well.
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed by that. He could have like sucked out all his blood, turned them into like a floppy balloon
No.
type of thing, but nah,
He's got
just
mad blood.
yeah, just
He's got insane blood. You wouldn't want to drink mad,
Yeah, that's
insane
true.
blood.
I always wanted to poison him to have this insane
Yeah,
tendencies.
to make him his little guy.
Yeah, and then just kill him off. Cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, well,
Yeah, he didn't
That's-
do much. He just sort
yeah.
of like stood around
being cool.
menacingly.
That's literally it. He was just causing a scene.
Yeah.
Oh, like when
Well,
When-
I guess he kind of hurt a lot of girls, but
well,
he did do that.
yeah, but I
yeah, he did do that.
I just thought it was funny, like when Dracula was like turned into a bat and he was like at the window or whatever, and he was like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm your master still. And they went, who's Dracula? And he was like, I don't know who Dracula is. I've never heard of this man in my life.
So good. Yeah.
Like, what?
Just textbook denial 101.
I did enjoy that, but purely because like this came from the 30s, so this was like, this is the first time I've
Yeah.
ever seen it, you know? It's glorious.
No hypnosis necessary.
Just, who's this?
I don't know who that is. I don't know.
And he just said his name like 2
Never
seconds
heard of that
ago.
guy in my life. At least he knows he's got shooters.
Yeah, true.
True.
Fine, cool.
Should we
Should we
rate the
rate it?
thing?
Yeah.
What do you want to rate it out of, Chris?
Bats.
Bats.
I like the goofy bat, yeah.
I do like whenever they showed the bats.
Yeah, I thought
It
that
was quite funny.
Yeah.
Just like a thing on a string.
I like when
And
Robin
it got
said,
funnier
was it
in every
real?
movie as well.
It did, yeah, I appreciated that a lot.
Yeah, I really like this movie. It's
Mm.
just quite creepy and fun. Just a real classic of the genre. It's not my favorite of the Universal like horror like monster movies.
I
I
thought you
think I
were going to say
prefer
something
like
else.
the first two Frankensteins or The Invisible Man. I think they're all really, really great movies. But I do like this a lot, and I give it 8 bats out of 10.
Yeah. It's one of those.
Too right.
Yeah, it is. Everybody sort of knows it, even if you don't know it. I guess this is the one that like popularized how we sort of see Dracula in popular media nowadays.
Yeah, it's the stereotypical look, isn't it?
Yeah.
If
Bella gave that to us. Thank you, Bella. 7 bats out of 10.
Sorry, it was just the slam of that glass. Boom.
Where the hell were you hiding there?
It was literally just behind him.
Pulled it out your ass.
Yeah.
Big glass full of some sort of juice.
I do like that Chris just mentioned about like the Invisible Man, because about halfway through the movie I just leaned over and he's on CEX looking for the Invisible Man on like Blu-ray or
right.
whatever, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? You're not paying attention to the
they
movie.
released like a few of those like legacy collections because I bought the Dracula legacy collection for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got like Frankenstein and Invisible Man.
which to be honest, you probably could have saved at home. Yeah, but I still had a bit of a lovely fun romp with Dracula. I'll give it 7 bats out of 10.
Cool. Now we'll move on to something else. Dracula's Daughter from 1936. This one was directed by Lambert Hillier, and this is about the Countess Maria Zaleska. She's a vampire, and she's Dracula's daughter. And she tries to ruin her father, Count Dracula's body, burn it following his death, and tries to live as a human. And when a noted psychiatrist fails to help her, she abducts his lover. I just ripped that straight off of Google.
It sounded like it, to be honest.
I don't know what this is about, really. I didn't care too much for it. I think the poster's cool.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the poster was well. If the poster's the same poster
I
that we've
thought
seen.
it started off a little bit promising.
really? Yeah.
I quite like
it was fine,
the idea of her being like a vampire. Really was like desperate to turn back. I really enjoyed that aspect, but then she finds out she can't turn back, and then she's like, oh, well, whatever, and then she just does vampire shit, and then it's boring after that.
Yeah, that is so true. Like, I don't know. I felt like it, like the beginning, because it sort of just like leads straight on from like the first Dracula movie, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe like we'll see something. And then it's just like, Dracula is definitely dead, and I'm this random daughter of his that you never even heard about or seen about or anything, and I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know, I just
Yeah.
You
I
know,
don't
like-
know what was up with that. Like those policemen, they came down to like the crypt where Dracula had died. You see like one dead guy, and there's like this one alive guy there, and they're like, "Did you murder this man?" And he's like, "No." They're like, "Well, that's all I need to know, I suppose." No, I killed this man, Dracula. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I did like that he was just
Why
like,
did you do that? Did he go to jail?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Yeah, they like
Yeah, he goes
arrested
to jail
him.
at the
Yeah.
beginning, and then you don't see him again. That's just it.
Cool.
Yeah, no, because he's like meant to. That guy comes from some golfing trip or something, and he's like, "I will be your lawyer, and I don't know how I'm going to get you out of this, but I will." And then everyone finds out that vampires are real because that woman has that fucking lesbian vampire orgy thing with that woman. And then she's like, oh, I got bit by the woman vampire. And everyone's like, oh, vampires are real. So you killing Dracula isn't really a crime because he's not a person or some shit. And I'm like, what is...
It's a good,
what is even going on?
good get out of jail free card, isn't it?
I mean, to be fair, in terms of the law, I guess it's a good clause.
Not a crime because he's not a person.
Well, technically, he's not
from
covered by law,
Romania.
yeah. I don't think that's how that works. But
God.
yeah. I don't really have anything to say about it because it's just
No, literally.
it was almost just like a sequence of vampire woman being upset about being a vampire and then being cool, I guess I'm a vampire, fine. And that's
don't even remember it.
No, I feel like everything that the first film did really well, this movie just does really bad. Like,
it's a shame.
It's quite bad. There's like music in this one, and that's not the best. That's quite like invasive.
Really corny.
I guess it's because if this their first time trying to incorporate music into like a movie like this, then I know they're bound to get it sort of wrong, but maybe just not do it then, I guess. But whatever.
The script is quite bad as well. Like there's a lot of weird like comedy all throughout, and it's just really unfunny.
I just thought it was a bit forgettable.
It is forgettable. Yeah. They don't really do anything.
Like I don't even really remember how it ended. I mean, I do sort of like. Didn't she get like?
You got arrowed.
Yeah, she. I could see it. Yeah, like some
like
Beauty and the Beast shit. Yeah, like.
Yeah.
But whatever. No, she got arrowed in the heart, like a stake again.
Yeah, but it came from the side.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, literally like. All you just see is
that's in her heart. Yeah, I suppose.
Like, how does that even work? Like, what trajectory?
It's
like,
not a stake, is it?
No, but apparently it was made of wood, like a.
Well, any wood.
They said it was similar to a stake.
Yeah, it's like similar. Yes,
because that's the only way you can kill a vampire. So.
A gold bullet is sort of similar to a silver bullet, so why don't we use those for werewolves too?
Well, ask the people that did Dracula's daughter.
You can't kill a vampire with a bow and arrow, all right?
Yeah,
that's dumb. That's stupid. You can't do that.
Has to be a wooden bow and arrow.
No, it has to be a stake. You fucked it. You ruined it.
It is really bizarre.
You ruined Dracula's daughter.
Why unwrite the law?
And that's the reason.
Yeah. Whatever. Again, what a film can do is the worst thing a film can do is just leave like no opinion whatsoever. You know,
I don't know.
Leave nothing for me.
You know what else is misogynistic? Because what was she doing? Just having a good time. Another woman killed simply for just having a good time. It's disgusting.
I know. When will it ever end? When will it ever end?
Yeah. Even worse.
She wasn't gay though. Well, maybe I was.
She was a bit gay.
Wait,
she was just having fun.
Which one though?
Dracula's daughter.
Oh yeah, no, she was definitely gay and having a good time. I thought you meant the other one who
why
died.
The fuck were we talking about somebody else?
She was in the film.
She wasn't having a good time. She died.
Yeah.
Janet.
So did Dracula's daughter. She died as well.
Yeah.
What the fuck was Janet doing? She was like making prank calls to fucking some guy.
Oh, about the zoo. Yeah. And she thought it was so funny, but it was like the most unfunny thing.
German accent, being like the staff are seeing pink elephants. I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? There's no point.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then the movie ended.
Yeah, that was it. Honest to God, this is like the quickest I could ever talk about a movie because
I was just thinking like, oh my God, we got 2 more movies after this. But luckily we we got to the end of this and we were like, just one more, actually.
It was 71 minutes and it felt like double that.
Yeah, well, exactly, because, and I said it at the time, it doesn't matter how long a movie is. It doesn't matter.
That is so true. I really... It
just matters how it feels.
Yeah, I never really took that to heart until we actually watched it and I thought, yeah, to be honest, this film isn't even that long, but it feels it really did feel really long.
It cost at the time $278,000 and it was like one of their most expensive movies that decade.
Oh, I wonder how much that must have cost in like today's money. I don't even want to think about it. It's probably like a lot.
What was
like, there's 30, 36, whatever. That's a lot, I imagine. I imagine it's more than it was worth spending.
Here's the thing, this is almost 100 years old. Crazy.
Oh my God, it actually, it's like 90 something years old, isn't it? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's horrendous. And it's not very good.
I think it would be 88 years old.
Something like that, yeah. If I was a mathematical sort of man, I would do the math.
I thought you were going to say it was only worth £88 then. I was like, whoa, £88? Go on then.
Nosferatu movie was fucking...
6 million.
6 million for that garbage? Yeah, okay.
Whatever.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, that Nosferatu movie's like 100 years old now. Still holds up, yeah.
That's the thing. You either make it classic or you don't, innit?
Yeah.
I have nothing to... Honestly, I have nothing.
One of these holds up.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, no,
it does.
I'm not saying anything about that. I'm talking about this movie in particular.
This one's just... Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe you flip a coin with these older movies. It's always...
That's true. It's a hit or miss, isn't it?
Yeah. an undertaking. Maybe it's just not one that really resonated, I don't think, with any one of us.
Nah.
Yeah. I was hoping it'd like be somewhat enjoyable.
I was hoping it'd be
Bride of
ridiculous.
Frankenstein's like probably the best of all the Universal monster movies, and that's a sequel. So thought maybe this one could be all right. But
yeah, I was just hoping it would be like ridiculous and over the top, but it was nothing.
Cool. So if we're going to rate this, I suggest
what do you want to rate
it out of Dr. Garth's.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much just a nothing movie. Really forgettable, boring, uninteresting, and just not scary or
don't hold back, man. Don't hold back.
4 Dr. Garths out of 10.
Ouch. Fair though,
God,
honestly.
I can hear the sadness in your voice there.
More like the hatred.
It's just not, bleh, boring. It's not something I'd ever go back to. Not something I'd show the kids. 3 Dr. Garths out of 10.
Yeah, I think I'll never think about it ever again after this podcast ends. 4 Dr. Garths out of 10.
I'm struggling to think about it even now.
I know, I literally...
no idea.
May exchange the Blu-ray set for just the first movie.
Yeah,
I would if I were you. It's not even worth it. Speaking of not even worth it, we have Son of Dracula from...
Son of what?
Son of Ron. from 1943. Directed by Robert... Is that Soydmak? I'm going to go with Soydmak, but I think that's Cedermack. I don't know. I can't read it. May as well be dyslexic at this point. It's about... I don't fucking know. I honestly, if I'm being honest, I feel like I didn't watch it. So it's about, Dracula's son, who's called Count Alucard, which is hilariously Dracula backwards. And I don't know, he marries a woman and everyone's very suspicious of him because he's a count, but they're like, ooh.
Judge not the son by the deeds of the father.
I feel really bad because I didn't really watch it. I just don't know what I can't say anything about it other than I remember watching the first 20 minutes and then I remember the very last shot and that was it. Like everything in between was just me going Pongo, 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 and that was it.
Yeah, a dog showed up. Darcy's not just insane.
Well, I am, but
I don't remember any of the movie apart from when he turned into the vape.
Oh my god, when he turned into the vape, that was amazing.
That was good. Yeah,
and the hand thing was cool. That was cool.
Yeah, there are some parts that I don't think are too bad.
No,
you know? I like when that shot of him floating across the river and just sort of. It's not like groundbreaker or anything. I just feel like they put him in front of some screens and then did like a zoom in shot on the screens, so it looked like he was hovering across this lake, which I thought is not too bad.
Yeah, they did what they had to do.
Yeah.
You know,
and the hand thing, I liked when he fell in the puddle and then his hand.
Yeah, that was fun.
Went all
faded away
skeletal,
and then went skeletal. Yeah,
it was sick. That was
apparently this film had the first ever scene of a person transforming into a bat.
Oh, really?
Movie.
Oh, I didn't see the bat thing, but I saw that.
That looks pretty goofy.
Honestly, I loved the bit where they were showing this goofy bat, and then Robin was like, "Is that bat real?" And I was like, "Sure, cool goofy bat."
Yeah, I think this had probably the funniest bat scene.
Yeah,
it was glorious. Yeah,
because it just looks like so obviously rubber.
Yeah.
And there's proper close-ups of it floating where you can see it fairly well lit up and it's just flapping up and down.
I like the audacious nature of that.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. You know, it's not as boring perhaps as Dracula's daughter.
I don't know.
I think for the most part, it's kind of on a level for me.
I think the problem I had was just watching him back to back. I just after the second one. Where this one didn't grip me instantly, I think I just instantly lost interest and struggled to pay attention.
No, I think for me, I kind of lost it at the guy sitting at the table where Aculard is written on a piece of paper in the most fucking stupid way possible, and it literally just says Dracula diagonally, and I was like,
he turns it upside down. He's like, whoa, I've solved it.
I was like, oh fucking hell, really?
I guess Dracula was an absolute idiot.
Oh, well, that too.
Why would you name your child just your own name but backwards? It's insane. It's an insane thing to do.
There's
and the fact that they didn't notice it sooner.
Yeah,
the fact that no one noticed it sooner. Like, that's a very strange name. It's sort of like Dracula but backwards.
Yeah, because did someone?
How long has he been alive? For a while.
Yeah, because someone asked if he was like from a certain country, and they said your name doesn't sound like it's from this country or whatever. And he was like, "Oh, it's like a long lineage or some shit." Yeah. I'm like, no wonder they didn't even try.
I thought Lon Chaney Jr., who plays Count Alucard, was really bad.
Oh, I wouldn't know. Didn't pay enough attention.
I didn't love him.
He was just kind of a guy.
Yeah.
He was just kind of a guy.
Didn't have any like aura of like eeriness or creepiness to him. He just spoke like just some random guy who just walked in.
To be fair, he could have been anyone, and
it was
I would have been
he
like,
didn't even know he was supposed to be like a vampire or something.
Honestly, true. Like he just didn't have that era. Like even when he was like coming out and talking to the people like, I'm now married to this woman and you think you can come into my castle, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you are about as threatening as a toilet brush.
Yeah,
like,
maybe he just didn't get the memo that it was like a Dracula movie.
Maybe, yeah.
Because I don't know, he's not doing anything vampiric, is he?
No.
He's like, it's all off screen. The most he does, he like strangles people a lot. He loves strangling people.
Homer Simpson strangles people too. He's not a vampire.
Simpson. I thought you were a vampire. This is insane.
It's just not very captivating as a vampire film. Like it could have been a murder mystery type movie, you know, like a thriller or something, and it would have felt the same as opposed
Romanian
to
Strangler.
Yeah, as opposed to this is a vampire movie. Not convincing enough is basically
it's not even
what I'm saying.
Romanian. He just has like a New York accent.
Yeah,
I do like that they did put the effort in there. Yeah,
you know, that's what they want in the movie. I don't know. I spent maybe like half an hour just editing the poster of
Son
this.
Of Ron. And I didn't know what Son of Ron is.
Say Son of Ron instead of Son of Dracula. I don't know why. I
don't know where that came from either.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
I was like, is this even related to anything like at all?
I was so bored, and I was like, it's one of those. I don't know. It just sort of possessed me.
I was leaning over and I just saw Max like so like you have to pinch the screen to zoom in, and he was just like doing this, and I was like, what the fuck is he doing? And then all of a sudden this thing comes through in the chat, and he's laughing already. He's like laughing to himself, and I'm like, what the fuck is Son of Ron?
Son of Ron.
I could just hear as I like unlocked my phone, Max chuckling to himself.
I was like, oh, what's he said now? And then I didn't get it because I haven't seen the last Harry Potter movie, and I was like, I don't fucking understand it. And then he had to send a reference photo.
That's what makes it so funny. It's only I found it funny. It was like, this makes no sense to anyone. It doesn't even make sense to me. I don't know where Son of Ron came from. And you just got a fucking photo off of Google of Ron Weasley's son. Put it on the poster for fucking Son of Dracula and changed it to Son of Ron. And then I changed Lon, the fucking guy, his name is Lon. Just changed it to Ron instead.
I mean, that was probably the most eventful part of the whole movie, really, was Max basically being his own comedy man.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll put that poster on the Instagram when I post that. Look up our Instagram at Sunday Movie Pod.
I'll try and remember to use it in the video instead of the actual poster.
Sure, yeah.
That would be great because people are not going to get it, and it's glorious.
Son of Ron, fucking classic. Yeah, honestly.
And then I remember just like kind of looking up, and then the bed was on fire, and that was it. The movie was finished, and I was like, okay, I must have missed like a good chunk of time.
This is the longest one, I think. The three of them, it's like 80 minutes.
Yeah, it just went by me really. Like not in the sense that it felt short. I just mean like I felt like I went to the toilet at one point, saw Pongo, the dog, and then went, oh, the film's over, and then that was just
I kind of had
it.
the same experience.
I was like, oh, okay,
yeah.
So I can't even tell you what really happened.
No, it was just a bit boring.
It was really boring.
It was quite horrendous, I
and
must
not
say.
Very well done, yeah.
It was a bit unfortunate, to be honest.
And because of that, we didn't watch the fourth one.
Yeah.
I couldn't be bothered. I was like, I got to get up for work in the morning. I'm just not feeling it.
Yeah, no point. We're not feeling it. Breeze enough. I think we did our
we did.
due.
I mean, the quota is 3 normally, so we did the 3.
That's fine.
And that's where it lives and dies. So that's kind of it.
Speaking of living and dying,
you
should
just
we
want to
rate
rate
this
it?
piece
Yeah,
of shit?
there's no
Out
point.
of Ron's.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Ron's the
Big
only
up for Ron.
answer.
Yeah, not a fan. Boring.
Yeah.
Forgettable.
Yeah.
2 Rons out of 10.
Son of Ron.
I still don't get it. I honest to God, still don't get it.
I just love it so much. I really don't know why. It's what was his name? Lon Chaney as Count Dracula. Just fucking
Whatever.
Ron Chaney. Yeah, great.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, fuck it, whatever. 3 Rons out of 10. 3 Rons.
2 wrongs don't make a right, and I'm giving it 2 wrongs.
That was really good, Darcy.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well,
Stop it.
brilliant. Another day, another dollar.
Excuse me.
What?
I was going to ask if you were going to spin a wheel or not.
Yeah,
I can see your screen.
We're going to spin a wheel. It's going to tell
Alright.
us what we're going to watch in the next episode.
Okay, go on.
Oh yeah, the mystery's gone.
That's it. No mystery
We
needed
don't know.
here.
We might as well just pick it ourselves.
To be honest, we veto enough for that to, that to happen.
So Max has a box set of King Kong movies,
Oh,
and he put 3 of them on there, and that's what's come up.
So would you be?
So
Would
it's
you
King Kong from 1933,
Uh-huh.
King Kong versus Godzilla from 1963, and King Kong Escapes from 1968.
do we want to do that?
I'm happy to do that.
Yeah,
It's up to you
sounds kind
guys.
of cool.
I've not seen King Kong.
You don't want
Let's
to do
be honest. I feel like I would veto anything at this point. So yeah,
It's up
fuck
to
it.
you.
Why not?
We'll
we'll
do
do
it if you don't want to do it, D.
Well, no, we'll do
With
it.
these
but
old movies,
I'm,
we're doing
I'm,
like old
I'm always
movies
in a
back to
world of
back.
pain, so it
Sure.
doesn't matter what you pick. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
I just want to put it out there that I gave you a choice.
No, you did, but I think I reckon.
So when you're complaining on Saturday,
No, because I know what happened. Like he'll spin the wheel again, and it'll be something like Dick and Dom did a did a bunch of mini movies, and I'm
No,
like,
that would
oh,
be
this is
pretty
fucking
sick.
awful as well. So it doesn't matter.
Put the Dick and Dom mini movies on the list.
I don't know if that's even a thing.
We're making them a thing.
Burger 1, 2, and 3.
Get in touch with Dick and Dom. Commission them to make the Dick and Dom mini movies. Special guest starring Big Chef, Little Chef.
That's sick. Big Ben, Little Ben.
3 King Kong movies from the olden days
Cool.
in episode 142. I've seen that first one.
That's the
I've
original
seen
King Kong, isn't it?
versus Godzilla.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, the original.
Oh, cool. Never seen it. But
Guess we're doing that.
Japanese?
No.
No,
Not
Not even worth my
just
time.
the shit one.
the Godzilla one is Japanese though.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, that's where I'm getting them confused.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
no worries.
All right, cool. Yeah. Social media, YouTube, The Sunday Movie Marathon, Instagram at Sunday Movie Pod. Go follow that one, especially, because that's where we do most of the stuff from and
The
do
meme.
whatever. Let's say this every week. Who said fuck? Facebook at Sunday Movie Marathon and Letterboxd at Sunday MM.
Woo!
Capital S, capital MM. Whenever I can be bothered to update that.
Woo!
It's a lot for one man.
True that, man.
Any final words on whatever the fuck you want? Daredevil, Kong, Dracula, whatever.
Not really.
I don't
no.
know.
Current state of
Yeah.
Romania.
Yeah.
Don't know anything about the current state of Romania for what it's worth.
That's where I fear it's all gone wrong.
That's where our knowledge of
Yeah. Our horrible unknowledge of Romania is what has led us to this situation we find ourselves in now.
God damn.
Have a good weekend, and we'll see you on the next one.